Eastwood has a wide variety of top coat systems, including Basecoat Clearcoat, which is what we use on our online TV series, Hands on Cars. This low-VOC base coat is durable and meets regulations in most parts of the country. We used Boulevard Black on our '78 Camaro project, and after that, bathed it in Eastwood's 4-to-1 Show Clear. So watch the video as we paint Project Zed Sled and show you some cool tips along the way. Boulevard Black Basecoat is next, and we're mixing it into a cup for an accurate mix ratio every time. Since the base is a 4-to-1 mix, I find the 4-to-1 column and pour from the left to the right, first with color, then with the catalyst. Remember, the 7 on the cup is not a mix ratio, just a level on the cup. Mixing this way gives you a perfect 4-to-1 mix ratio. We're tacking off the car again just in case there's overspray that we might kick up into the paint. Another shot onto the test panel tells me the gun is set up right and we can start spraying color. I used the same pattern spraying the base coat as I did the sealer, the same roadmap, but I'm using a 60 to 70% overlap and about 4 inches from the surface. You'll definitely get a feel for it as you read your pattern while you're spraying. To keep the hose out of the car, I usually have it over my shoulder and feed it into my spraying hand. This gives you much better control and keeps your air hose out of the paint. You can see here where skirting the car saves the shiny stuff on the bottom, and it also keeps from blowing debris from under the car up into the rest of the paint job. You can see I'm using a medium wet coat and not hosing the color on. There is no strength in the base coat, only pigment and resin, so there's no need and no useful purpose in applying big fat coats. Typically, I like to move from the bottom of the panels to the top. This is working against the airflow of the booth and helps eliminate dry spray on the doors or any other vertical surface. Just like on the roof, I use a push-pull method on the hood, pushing the paint into the middle and pulling it onto the other side. This makes sure I don't have dry spray in the middle that I'd have to cover up with more paint, because that can cause solvent trapping problems. I'm short, and I need a stool to finish the top edge of the hood, but that minor inconvenience is fine when we have the ability to paint the top and the bottom of the panels all at once. This saves us time and materials, but it's a little more work to get everything covered. With the first coat flashed off, which means dry to the touch, the second coat follows the same route as the first. Again, I work against the airflow of the booth. That way the overspray gets pulled across the freshly painted surfaces and cross-links back into the fresh coat and doesn't have the chance to become dry spray or dry overspray, which can really cause you problems. A magnetic gun holder in the booth can help keep your air hose off the ground, which keeps it clean. After the base is flashed, we let the color sit for about another 30 minutes to an hour to fully dry before we clear coat. You can see here that it's just color and has no gloss or strength to it. But the Concours Pro gun has handled both sealer and base coat perfectly. I couldn't be happier with this gun. As you can see, the Camaro looks great. We're real proud of it. And the Concours Pro spray gun laid down the base coats as well as it did the sealer coat and the 4-to-1 Show Clear. So make sure you click on the channel to subscribe to Hands on Cars and more great how-to videos before you head on over to Eastwood.com and pick up everything you need to do the job right.